breaking the chains and climbing up the ladder. So Cancer signs, I saw chains. I also saw a machete and a ladder. Those are the three things that I saw when I picked up the energy behind your cards here. It seems like you guys are going through a really tough time because it requires a machete, right? You don't need a machete unless the situation is like you're in a fucking jungle and you can't move, you're potentially lost. It's a hard situation, and that's represented here by the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is turbulence. It's difficulty, but it also is necessary. There's something, it's like something logical that you have to do. There's just no way around it because it's pure logic. You have to do it to get to the other side of, like in this picture, there's potentially a nice, a new country on the other side here. It's like they're making the passage across the Atlantic. So there's something hard that you have to do. You have to cut through, and there's chains, which means that the chains are the restrictions. They're the even more difficulties. They are the challenges that restrict you and keep you from getting to the other side. These are all metaphors, right? For whatever your situation is specifically. Now, the last thing is the ladder, which is when you get to the other side. So when you get to the other side, when you manage to break through the chains, you get an upgrade to your life. You get a better life. You get to climb up the ladder, whether this is like literal corporate ladder, and you're just toughing it out through like the interview process, or like through being the little guy for a while, or this is metaphorical ladder, like you're just getting put in a better position in your life in general. That's what you get if you can manage to cut through the chains with the machete, metaphorically speaking. Now, looking at the Hanged Man, that tells me that you're in a very awkward, very unpleasant position. That's part of this process, is being put through. It's not just it's not just turbulent. It's not just stressful, difficult. It's also unpleasant, uncomfortable. That's the Hangman reversed. But the fact that it's reversed means it's not quite as bad as if it was right side up. So I think you guys are doing okay with that part of it. I think you guys can handle that part of it. On the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's fortune waiting for you if you can manage to get through the current difficulties. That's what's waiting for you. Not just fortune, but the Ten of Cups, which is fortune and harmony and tranquility and, like good vibes. Okay, let's just see if there's anything else on top here. Five of Wands. Okay, so there's the difficulty. We've got six of Swords and Five of Wands. That's all the hard times we've been talking about. Whatever the hard times are for you. And there's a sense of not knowing if you can do it. Not knowing if you'll make it to the other side, or if you'll make it through this part of your life, okay? That's the Seven of Cups here. And the last card, the Moon. There's a bit of a sense of maybe you're scared. That's fear, You're scared amidst all this. You're scared that you're not going to make it through this period in your life that is a bit crunchy. And, if you can make it, then there's really good things waiting for you on the other side, but you're scared, you're not sure you can do it. Let's pull advice and see if the cards have any advice for you guys. Any advice here for my Cancer signs regarding this spread for this week? Okay. Cards. Okay, well, this is a very weird message because the advice is kind of saying use your looks to your advantage. Like your body. If your body kind of gives you an edge, the Empress with the Page of Pentacles is like a hot body. It's like a sexy body, somebody who is in good shape and has an attractive physical, like body, not even their face, I'm talking about their body. Maybe that is something that can help you somehow. Maybe there's a challenge where you can circumvent it just by, like batting your eyelids at the person or the situation somehow. Let's pull more cards. It's very, very weird advice. Okay, Page of Cups and the Cup. That's interesting. That is a lot of display. It's like showing what somebody wants, showing what somebody likes. It's like showing some skin, right? And somebody's like, oh, okay. Now, the Three of Swords is interesting here because it's what other people don't have. If you have a nice body, the Three of Swords is the people who do not have a nice body. And either you can kind of overcome them, either they're a challenge, for whatever reason. You can use your body to kind of get around these people. It's almost like if you flaunt your body, these people, maybe these are the people who are challenging you and they're like intimidated by you. Or they scurry off. It's like there's almost like a game of appearance. There's a game of appearances, and you can have somebody else back down just by looking sexier. This is very weird advice. I hope this makes some level of sense for you guys. Let's see what we get out of the oracle. Any advice here with regards to the spread for my Cancer signs? The machete, the chains, and the ladder. Okay. Well, you guys, you might have to risk it all or do something crazy. You might have to do something crazy and unexpected, and that is what's going to break the chains. Maybe you've never even thought about swinging a machete in your life, but metaphorically, swinging the machete is like, there's a crazy action involved with that. The left turn arrow is something unexpected or unusual, off the beaten path. The 0 is something you've never done before, something that is like whimsical, out of nowhere. And then looking down here, there is a weird section. Again, there's a sexual vibe. There's a flirtatious vibe on these bottom cards with Mercury and Scorpio. That's using your sex appeal. Scorpio is sexuality, or taboo energy. It's using the fact that people are like checking you out, or like you have something they want on that level. It gives you leverage, and you know what? It's part of who you are. It's like your body is part of who you are. And I think it's time to get comfortable using your body as a tool here, because, or not just, that actually sounds really bad. It sounds like I'm trying to convince you guys to become prostitutes. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We've got the rope, which is a lot of times about hitching up, right, with another person. But in this case, I think it's also about, well, no, actually, I think this might be about hitching up with people and connecting with people in a way that you normally wouldn't have before, because it's either taboo, risque, off the beaten path. Maybe it's not normal. Prostitution isn't normal, but maybe this is a calling. I am not judging, and I think that's a valuable profession. But we've got the bed coming out. We've got the bed coming out next to the rope here. I really think that there's something with regards to being tied to the bed. Maybe your best. The way that you climb the ladder has to do with the bedroom, has to do with your sexuality. Maybe you guys gotta start. Okay, so maybe this is for people who need to start an OnlyFans. Maybe there's a bunch of you guys out there who could really do well with an OnlyFans or something like that, and that's how you break the chains. You're financially stuck, and you start an OnlyFans, and you can climb the ladder, the economic ladder or the ladder of maybe just social status, where you're like lower class, middle class, whatever. But you get to climb the ladder and break the chains of your financial constraints, metaphorically, by doing something taboo, like starting an OnlyFans, or by really kind of embracing your talents in the bedroom. Embracing your talents in the bedroom, embracing your sexuality, embracing your body, being more comfortable with the taboo things, the things that people want that you have. That's what you can offer, or that's your edge. Okay, that's your edge, Cancer. Very weird reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys want to see more readings and support my work, go ahead and check out Patreon. Links for that should be below. I've got love readings. I've got monthly readings. So check that out. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.